Turn it up! Let it stay. Mic on, red light, late night, we dive right. Stories in the side streets of your mind. Questions on the edge we never hide. You'll pull a joke, then you pull the truth. Cut through the noise, talk to the youth. Every word feels sharp, feels new. Feels like we're all in the room with you. This is the Twist Rock Podcast. Turn it loud, make it last. Ride the riff, ride it fast. We sound so salty, I'm your junior. We spin the world a little sooner. Twist it, flip it, and rewind. Twist, rock, rewire my mind.
What's up, everyone? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Twist Rock Podcast with your host, Sosa Luis Santiago Jr. It is Thursday, March 19, 2026. It is 6:11 p.m. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Oh man, I am so happy to be back doing my podcast. I wasn't doing my talk shows, my podcast for a couple of days because I was going through a lot in this couple of days. And yeah, it just I have been going through a lot lately, and the same time I was a little bit under the weather, and was getting this migraines that were driving me crazy. So it was just like I wanted to, get in my talk shows, my podcast. And even though yes, I did appear in some of my friends' talk shows that I am promoting with C2K Entertainment. But I didn't want it to I wanted to be my talk shows and my podcast, but at the same time, it's like, my migraine, headaches and stuff like that did not let me to do what I had to do, and like doing my podcast. And I'm still a little under the weather. I couldn't even go to work yesterday. I had to use my last hours of New Year's sick leave, and I wasn't trying to use it my last hours, but I had to. And man, let me tell you, this couple of days, man, has been crazy for me, but I'm here, I'm doing good, I'm great, I'm back, doing talk shows, doing podcasts, and there's a lot of things that I couldn't even wait even to get on these podcasts because it's a lot of things that I found out. And I was talking to a friend of mine that she has been emo since the day I met her. And of course, I have been a gothic person since I was 15. And yesterday, I was talking to another friend of mine that he's a hybrid. what is a hybrid? And I'm going to let's go ahead and check what is a hybrid. I do have the information here. I was looking at it because I wanted to know what is a hybrid. Um, and why I'm trying to find out if I'm a hybrid because I had a conversation with one of my friends yesterday. He's a hybrid, which is a person that is gothic, but at the same time is emo. And we was talking about music, and he was like, so what bands you like? And I said, I love a lot of rock bands. He said, but what are the names? Mention some of the bands that you like. I said, okay, no problem. I said, well, I love Paramore, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Taking Back Sunday, Jimmy Eat World. Also, I love The Cure, the Banshees, the Sisters of Mercy, Jay Division. He said, whoa, whoa, hold on, hold on. So I'm thinking that I said something wrong. And I said, what's wrong? Did I say something wrong? I said, no, 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 no. He said, did you know that the first bands that you mentioned are emo? I'm like, what? I didn't know. I said, yeah, those bands that you like are emo, and the last ones that you mentioned are gothic. And I was like, okay. I said, okay, okay. He's like, since so he said, hold on, hold on. I remember, I mean, yesterday we was we was doing video chat. So he called my friend that I know for a very long time that she's an emo. So he put her in a video chat, and I didn't talk to this girl for like a very long time. I was so happy to see her, and I was so happy to talk to her because I haven't talked to her for a very long time. And when she saw me, this girl, it was like her mouth dropped. She's like, hold on. If this is C2K, if this is Salsa, I was like, yeah, it's me. They said, oh my God, I haven't seen you for a very long time. It's like this girl, when she moved, I think she moved to Ohio, somewhere in Ohio she moved. But when she was in Rochester and when I was in Rochester, I used to hang out with this girl for almost every single day. I used to hang out with this girl. And we started talking, right? So my friend, he was like, uh, do you know that Soso likes emo rock bands? He said, she was like, no. She's like, so you never told me. I was like, I didn't. I said, I thought I told you. She said, no, you never told me you like emo, emo rock bands. She's like, you still gothic? I said, yeah, I'm still gothic. I've been gothic. I said, I've been gothic since I was 15 years old. She said, but you like emo. I said, yes. Black Bill Bryce, and she's like, hold on, since what was the first time that you started listening to this music? I said, okay. She knows about my little brother, but she didn't know the story. And I said, okay. My little brother started listening to rock music. I think it was he was young. I mean, I'm gonna say since he was 16, 15 probably. Yeah, 15. Since he was 15, he started listening to rock music. Um, and I said, she said, when he started being emo. I said, yes, since he was 15, he was emo. And my little brother, through my little brother, I started listening. I started listening to this this emo music. Black Bill Bryce and My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy and Taking Back Sunday, Jimmy East World, and I keep mentioning some of the emo rock bands. She said, "But you still listen to gothic music?" Yes, I still, and I said, "Yeah." Like I said, of course, The Cure, the Banshees, my sister, the Sisters of Mercy, or J Division. She said, "For how long you have been listening? You have been listening to this, different type of, of, rap bands." And I was like, "Yes." He said, "It was 15." And I do every day. I listen to. I be listening to Pandora for a very long time, and I still got the same list that I was listening for. I think I started listening to Pandora. Let me see. I still was married when I started to listen to Pandora. Pandora is an app where you can listen to all type of music. All you need to do is just you download it to your phone, and whatever you like, you search it, and you create a playlist. And I have a lot of playlists. I do have, of course, salsa, merengue, bachata, and all that stuff. But at the same time, I do have my hip hop, my rap hip hop, like Tupac, and of course, yeah, I do. Of course, I do. I listen to Tupac, the Biggie Smalls, and Eminem. I listen to all that. DMX. I got my list that when I want to listen to my hip hop, my R&B. But I do have another list that it has it's rock, but it has like Limp Bizkit. What was the other one? Linkin Park, which are new metal, rap rock, new metal and rap rock. Um, Also, the bands that I did said, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Paramore, which is our emo bands, and The Cure, the Banshees, which is our gothic, um, bands. So I started listening to, I downloaded Paramore. I still was married. I probably was in my 20s. I probably was since I was 25. That's when I discovered Pandora. And my list has been the same since I was 25. I'm 42 right now. So do the math. um, so I started to listen, in Pandora, I had that, the list, which it was gothic and emo. So she was like, "Don't you know you're a hybrid?" I'm like, "What is a hybrid?" My friend told me it's what I am, a hybrid. So I had to look it up because I didn't know what a hybrid was. So I looked it up right here, and it says, "What do you call someone that is gothic and emo at the same time?" So it says, "Someone who is both gothic and emo is often described as hybrid, alternative, or simply a person with blended subculture styles, because both subcultures shares a love for dark crossing, emotional expression, and heavy eyeliner. They are frequently brand together, creating a unique aesthetic that draws from both goths, romantic, gothic horror roots, and emo's emotive punk. Then it says, so basically, this is a lot of reading, but basically, a person that not only listens to the music but shares the culture of gothic, culture of emo. So if you blend it together, you are basically a hybrid alternative or branded sub, subculture styles. And first of all, I that I mean I kind of I don't know. Okay, let me be honest. I did know a little bit about it, but listening to some people that I got a lot of friends that are emo, gothic, punk, and a lot of emos. They have their own opinions, and gothic has their own opinions. And what I heard from both cultures, from both styles, and that you cannot blend emo and gothic together. But I know a lot of people that are hybrid, especially the two people that I was talking to. I was talking to yesterday. Even though one of them is emo, but I found out that she's hybrid. I didn't know she. I thought she was emo for a very long time, but she became hybrid. I think I think she told me in 2016, 17. She became hybrid, and it's not a lot of us that are there. There's not a lot of us that are out there. As a hybrid person that I am right now, that I found out I'm hybrid, gothic and emo at the same time. And it puts a smile on my face because it's like I always love the emo culture. I do. I love the emo culture. I respect them. I love I love their music. I love their style, their hairstyle. Listen, when I had long hair, I tried so many times to put my hair as a to wear emo hair. I tried so many times, and it failed. It failed because my hair is straight and curly and stuff like that. So excuse me. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. And many times I tried to maybe when I get my hair back, because I'm my hair is growing, so I'm gonna have my long hair again very soon. Um, Maybe when my hair gets longer again, maybe I will try again. Maybe I would, because I have some um how can I say this? Well, okay. My friend, she told me some things, to how to get my hair, like how emos, how they do wear it. So you know, I'm waiting for my hair to get longer again, and we'll try again. But yeah, and especially I love gothic girls. Let me tell you something. I think gothic girls are beautiful. And don't get me wrong, emo girls, I should say, I was trying to say I love emo girls. I do. Emo girls are so beautiful. Like, I love how they dress and they look so sexy. It's like, it's something about them. It's like, don't get me wrong, I love gothic girls too. I do. I love gothic girls too. You know, but emo girls, man, it's something sexy about them. Like, oh my God, it's like, it's this so attractive. It's like, wow. Like, I seen so many emo girls, and I'm like, oh my God, Lord have mercy. And this is a gothic person, that do love gothic girls. Now I'm a hybrid, since I have been a hybrid since for a very long time, and I didn't know that I was a hybrid until I found out yesterday that I am a hybrid. And it's something about gothic girls. Oh my God, they're so sexy. They're so attractive. You know, wow. I love how, their hair, the style, and Jesus Christ. If I would love to have I had gothic girls as girlfriends before, but I always like to have like an emo girl, as a girlfriend. I'm like, oh my God, it's like, it's crazy. It's sexy, they're beautiful, and I love rock girls, I love rock girls, punk girls, it's always been, I always been attractive to every girl that likes rock, that dresses in black, and it always was I always being attracted to them. Oh, I always did. And wow, what can I say? What can I say about these girls? They're very beautiful. You know what I mean? I love their music. I always like the music. Green Day, Fall Out Boy, Paramore. Oh my God, those are my favorite emo bands. And of course, I love my heavy metal. And emo and gothic, we share the same thing. We share the same thing. We love painting our nails black. We like to wear black all the time. Heavy liners, eyeliners that we put on our face, makeup. And we love rock music, and like we got this. It's like we share the same thing. We share the same thing. We all about music and music and yeah, like we love the music. We love the Crozen. I'm still waiting for my my gothic gloves and my gothic sleeves. Hopefully it's gonna be here either today or tomorrow. So hopefully I do get it today or tomorrow. But yeah, we love that. Like Avril Lavigne. Oh my God, no, don't make me talk about Avril Lavigne. Lord have mercy. She is so sexy. She's still sexy. Let me tell you, like I do, like I love gothic girls. I love emo girls. They're so beautiful, and it's just like, oh my God, like, don't get me wrong, I love all women. Okay, let me tell you something. I don't want females to think, oh, he just like gothic girls. No, I love all females. You don't need to be a gothic girl. You don't need to be. You could be a normal woman, and I will still go out with you. I Because it's like I love females. You know what I mean? just because I'm gothic hybrid now. I've been hybrid since my little brother started, started listening, became emo when he was 15. And something that I like to do, something I love to do. It just, I haven't shown my colors till now. I haven't shown my colors for many years. I haven't. And the reason why is because when I was married, you know, uh, even though my ex-wife knew I was gothic and stuff like that, but I started to. It has nothing to do with her. She wasn't the reason that I stopped showing my colors, that I stopped showing, wearing my gothic clothes. It was not her. Because um she always used to dress nice and stuff like that, and she's a person that still do dresses nice, and I wanted to match with her. I wanted to match with her, the whole time, because she's dressing nice, I'm dressing gothic, and it was nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong to dress gothic. Try to believe it's nothing wrong. But I still was gothic. I never, even though I stopped showing my colors for 15 years. Um, still was gothic. It was still in there. I was listening to gothic music and stuff like that. And I stopped showing my colors, which is black. It's just one color. I stopped showing my color, which is black, um, for like probably 15 years, and then it didn't come back into 2 3 weeks from now, where I start when I show my colors again. I confess to a lot of people, hey, I'm gothic. I've been gothic since I was 15 years old, and now I'm a hybrid. I'm a hybrid person. I'm part of the hybrid community, which it makes me happy. That I'm part of the hybrid community, which is emo and gothic together. And wow. It's something that that I'm proud to be. Hybrid. Alternative. I like hybrid better. Hybrid is much better. They call myself alternative. Yeah, I will call myself hybrid. You know, and I always like this like emo bands and goth bands, new metal. Uh, Here's the thing. I like to listen to. I don't. I listen to everything. I don't care. I love music, and my family. Who they are. They very known for their music. They're very known for singing. They're very known for playing the guitars and whatever. And I like the first generation of Gothic in my family, because I don't think, tell you the truth, I haven't met nobody else in my family that listen to rock music and and dress black, except my little brother. My little brother is he's emo. He's the first generation of emo in the family. I don't think, I think there's just me. There is just me and my little brother, because I haven't met none of my family members that listen to rock music and stuff like that and dress. I would love to. I mean, I would love to meet a family member that likes rock music and dress black, but I haven't met one yet, except my little brother. You know, but yeah, I have I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to say that I'm hybrid now. And I mean, I have been hybrid for a very long time. I had to go because I had other people calling me. I had to go. Thanks for listening and always supporting me. And thanks for listening to your favorite podcast, Twist Rock Podcast, with your host, Mr. Luis Santiago Jr. And I'll see you, or I will talk to you into another episode of Twist Rock Podcast.
Guests drop in with their scars and wins. You peel back.